Hey everyone, G here with another New World video, and for today's video I will show you the top 3 PvE builds which you can use in New World on release, which is the 28th of September. I recently made a video where I showed the best solo PvE build, so for this video I won't include this build since it's more focused on solo play. For this video I will more focus on group play and expeditions, but these builds can also be used as a solo player. So let's not waste any time and get straight into the video. Enjoy. For the first build, we have a combination which was deadly in the closed beta, which is the Great Axe and the Hatchet combination. For the attributes, you are going to want to split your points between Strength and Constitution until you have 100 in both. Then it's basically your choice whether you want to go for the more damage or the more tanky route. For the armor, you're going to want to do a combination of heavy and medium armor, and just make sure you stay under the heavy threshold. Now let's get into the build for both of these weapons. First, the Great Axe. Your 3 main abilities that you will run on the Great Axe are Maelstrom, Reap and Execute, which together can make some sweet combos and output a lot of raw damage. Then you want to just basically max out the Reaper tree until you get to the ultimate passive ability, which is Bloodlust. Now this passive provides you a lot of movement speed and damage when you are within 15 meters of your foe. Now for the Hatchet build, which is a pretty standard build, you will basically max out the whole Berserk tree and take the 3 main abilities Berserk, Feral Rush and Raging Torrent until you have the ultimate passive ability, which is Defy Death, which makes you avoid death for 3 seconds after you have been hit to 0 health, which gives you the time to either kill your foe or run away and use health potions. This build in general provides you with good tankiness and a lot of damage output and crowd control, which is all you need in a good PvE build. For the second build, you are gonna wanna run a combination of the bow and the spear. Now these 2 weapons combined can output a lot of damage, but you are very glassy, meaning you can easily be taken down. But for the PvE aspects of the game, you should be taking down all your foes in no time. The attributes you will run are 50 points in Constitution and the rest into Dexterity, which is the main attribute for both the spear and the bow. The armor you want to run in this build is mostly light, as you want to remain under the medium threshold to be able to dodge and weave around. This is the bow build I would recommend, with your 3 main abilities being Penetrating Shot, to shoot through multiple NPCs at once, Evade Shot to get some distance between yourself and NPCs and knock them back in the process, and lastly you have Poison Shot, which just offers some great utility in general. It's a very standard build. The bow is a very high skill cap weapon, but you are rewarded immensely for hitting your headshots. Next we have the spear build, and I use the exact same build for PvP as I use for PvE. Now I'll drop the link to that video in the description below. Be sure to check it out for more details on the PvP build. This build in general just has good burst down potential, and the kit works perfectly in tandem with each other. So you can just take out any NPCs, as many as you want at the same time, and just destroy them in a matter of seconds. I must say this is one of my favorite builds to run, since it's so glass cannon, mobile and fun at the same time. For the last build we have a fun combination, which is the Rapier and the Musket combo. The attributes you want to run in this build, you have to put 50 points into Constitution and the rest into Dexterity, since both of these weapons also scale of Dexterity as their primary stat. The armor you want to take is also anything to remain under the medium weight threshold to have access to that dodge roll. The build I use for the Rapier is very different than what others may be using. The 3 main abilities I use are Flurry, Evade and Flesh. I find that these 3 abilities work best for PvE purposes. But if you don't want to bother with swapping from PvP to PvE build on the Rapier, then I would suggest you take Riposte instead of Flurry and take everything in the Grace tree, which is understandable in my opinion, as respecking does cost quite a bit of Azoth the more levels you have into that specific weapon. Then for the musket build, this is actually something I saw on YouTube, and I started implementing it because it just seemed so overly strong, and rightfully so, it was really deadly. Your 3 main abilities are traps, sticky bombs, and power shot. This kit is just crazy. Your 2 abilities, sticky bomb and traps, offer you just so much utility, while power shot just offers you your insane amounts of damage when you hit those headshots. In PvE, the monsters are quite easy to hit headshots on, so don't be surprised when you are one-shotting them. All the passives in this tree, or for the musket which I have selected, work really well together with each other. I definitely recommend giving this build a try. Well guys, that was it for my top 3 PvE builds in New World. I really hoped you enjoyed it, and that you will use some of these builds to great success. Let me know in the comment section down below which of these builds you will be using. Also smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe for daily New World content, and I'll catch you in my next video. Peace!